Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Actually, this will probably be a 20-minute video, but I'm going to try to condense it into 5 minutes and hurry up. I'm going to watch something real quick. But I just wanted to say something. You know, when I got started, I would do something, a little segment called We Feel With You. You know what I mean? And I just didn't get around to it. Didn't do it, stop editing and all that. I told y'all that story. But we feel with you about people that's going through stuff and everybody ignoring them, ain't feeling with them. And right now, somebody who deserves a we feel with you is a Devin Haney. You know, a person in boxing that's, you know, undisputed. And we talking about everybody else. You know, undisputed in boxing is something very important. But what made me start is a boxer from Italy. His name was Giovanni De Carolis, right? Not the greatest boxer in the world, super middleweight. And I just kind of seen how they did him in Germany. You know, they kind of, he was like about, well, I would say maybe 22 and 4 or 5, you know, from Italy. You know, above average fighter, right? Flying under the radar, you know, 4 or 5 losses. So Germany had this guy coming up. And he was young. He was like a German Mike Tyson. He was a super middleweight. His name was Vincent Feigenbutz. And he was bad, you know, mean, you know. But, you know, he'd talk to you nice, like Tyson will, but try to take your head off when the fight start coming at you. I don't know. He was like maybe, I don't know, maybe, I'm just coming up with records, maybe 20-0 with 18 knockouts or something. You know, mean dude. So they just brought over, you know, your boy De Carolis to basically get beat up by Feigenbutz. And De Carolis came over there, man, and, you know, got in his butt a little bit. Actually deserved a win or a draw, and he lost a unanimous decision. And that kind of pissed me off. But I didn't say nothing about it, you know. But they rematched, you know, months later, maybe half a year later. And the dude came to Germany, and, man, what'd he do? He went to Germany, and he beat Vincent Feigenbutz. I think he gave his first loss in a big upset, right? So he's supposed to celebrate, you know, beat the up-and-coming Feigenbutz. But Germany invited him real quick for the other dude. There's a dude named Tyrone Soega. And he came, had a fight with Tyrone Soega, and he actually beat Tyrone Soega, another undefeated German who they was hyping up. And he beat him, and he got a draw, right? So they invited him again. So that's 4 times going to Germany, right? Invited him again, and then Tyrone Soega beat him. And I was just mad, you know, because he won 3 of those 4 fights, right? And should have been getting props. And he didn't. They just kept bringing him over till they did him, you know, kept doing him up. And so, you know, one of my first videos, we feel with you, De Carolis. And until today, he's still fighting. He done took a couple of O's in his career. You know, he's a above average fighter. You know, right now, I think he got about 10 losses or something, you know? But we feel with you, bro. We ain't forgot you. Man, they did you wrong in Germany, man. But you went over there and you, Vincent Feigenbutz and Tyrone Soega are good fighters in German lore. And you got to win over both of them, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of stuff I was talking about. And one of my favorite tennis players of all time is, when I'm talking about women tennis players, my favorite woman tennis players of all time is Monica Seles. Okay, it's just what it is. And Monica Seles was also someone who, when she came in, you talking about Mike Tyson. Steffi Graf was the Mike Tyson in tennis at the time. I'm talking about Steffi, Fraulein Forehand, what they used to call her. I'm talking about, you know, top fit, run around her backhand, hit that forehand, and it's over. Beating everybody with under an hour, 6'1", 6'2", all the time. This is what it was. You know, she had all those adversaries at the time, the Gabriela Sabatinis of the world, the Rancy Sanchez Vicarios of the world, the Yana Novotnas, and whatever. All the Mandakova and them. Mandakova was probably towards the end, but she had all those people coming in. Even a couple of sisters, Zena Garrison and Lori McNeil. All them, right? Steffi wasn't losing nothing. Here comes a little 16-year-old girl. Matter of fact, younger than 16, actually, from Yugoslavia at the time. Monica Seles. She would scream on you, And Monica Seles had a forehand and backhand double with both hands on it. And let me tell you, she was hitting that ball flat. And Monica Seles wasn't the most athletic, but she was pinpointing her shots, and they was coming at you. And she started beating Steffi Graf every now and then. After she started beating Steffi Graf and took over the #1 position, Man, you know what somebody did over in Hamburg, Germany, man? Somebody stabbed her in the back. Gunther Posch. Think about that. I still remember the name. Gunther Posch stabbed her in the back. And he said, I did it because, damn it, Steffi Graf, I want her to be #1 again. Monica Seles was never the same. Till today. One of the only people in sport I would like to meet. We feel with you, Monica Seles. I wrote a song about Monica Seles back in the day. Monica, something, we ain't forgot you, because women tennis ain't without you. Something like that back in the day. A little small little rap. That was back in the day, you couldn't send it to nobody. Bottom line is, we feel with you, Monica Seles. So I you know, those are the kind of things I'm talking about. People that just got done wrong and we just forget about them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, in boxing, I did one about Austin Trout. And I'm just going to tell you a short version. Austin Trout fought Canelo Alvarez, and most of you probably don't know, he fought Canelo Alvarez in San Antonio, and they had what you call open scoring, right? Open scoring. And what that means is you fight 4 rounds, and they come and tell you how you're doing in the fight. Watch the first 4 rounds of Austin Trout and Canelo, and tell me that Canelo won all 4 of them. You won't do that, of course. But that's what they told Austin Trout. He's an outboxer. They told him you lost all 4 of the first rounds, right? So then he comes in and I gotta catch up. Yeah, he tried to catch up, staying in the pocket, and got caught. Then he got knocked down. He lost that fight. I didn't like that, right? You know, I didn't like that. And that's something, so I did a We Feel With You for him too. You know, I ain't gotta really talk about Jamal Charlo winning 3 interim fights. He's, you know, junior middleweight, baddest one there, moves up to middleweight. They tell him to fight interim fights. He fight 3 of them. Then, when, you know, it's like, okay, we got to do something. Canelo, you're going to have to fight him. And then they make up a franchise title. You know, dude now is in the crazy house. That makes you crazy. Not to mention Deontay Wilder, who went through it all with Tyson Fury. But I ain't going to say, you know, I ain't going to say nothing. And my boy Demetrius Andrade, right? 154-pound champion, WBO. Canelo is his mandatory. Don't have to fight him. He gets stripped because he can't get no fights. And then they give his belt to Liam Smith, and Canelo fights him. I mean, just stop. And then he moves up until 160, becomes champion, and can fight Canelo for undisputed. Undisputed in the middleweight division, and Canelo was able to call him a horrible fighter. It's things like that, you know, that just makes you that, man, we feel with you. So, fast forward to today. Devin Haney, undisputed, had to go through it. When he was the mandatory for Lomachenko, they gave him that franchise title. Lomachenko loses to your boy, Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has a franchise title, but calling himself undisputed with a title that they just made up. Well, just think about it. In broad daylight, made it up. And didn't have to fight him undisputed. But that's what happened. You know, karma is a you know what it is. It's a female dog, right? So he loses to Kambosos. Kambosos wanted to fight Lomachenko instead of Devin Haney, but Lomachenko's in the war. So what happens? He fights Devin Haney, but Devin Haney has to take a ridiculous deal to go to Australia to beat Kambosos, and he does it twice. Becomes undisputed. Youngest one we've seen. Yeah, now, fast forward. Fights Lomachenko in a close fight, which it should be, because Lomachenko is one of the best ever, so it should be, at a weight that where, you know, Devin Haney is draining himself to get to 135, because you see, he barely can make 140, right? So now, and then he fights Ryan Garcia. Here we are, boxing fans, and we know how hard it is to make weight. Ryan Garcia doesn't even try. We ain't mad at him for doing that either. Then he's doped and just telling every lie in the book right now. Everyone. And ain't nobody talking about, hey, Devin Haney, we feel with you. Get yourself together. Take your time. Get yourself together. And we ain't got to tell you nothing about discipline, because you're exemplary when it comes to discipline. You guys are running your stuff, but take your time. We're not expecting you to be the same right away, because you got your butt whooped by this guy. You were hit with some hard shots, but here's something we commend you about. You could have easily stayed down. You didn't know why that was happening. You was like, damn, why I keep getting hit with this shot? Why I keep going down? It's hard as hell. Yeah, now we know. You know, we know why. You know what I'm saying? So we feel with you, Devin Haney, because ain't nobody else saying it. So we saying it here at Doma Sports Talk. We feel with you, Devin Haney. Let the others talk about whatever's with Ryan Garcia is going on. You know what I'm saying? Them are kids, most of them, or people that just ain't got no damn integrity. Bottom line is, we're worried about you. We recognize what you've done, how you went about doing it. We think it's exemplary. We think it's awesome. And damn it, we're waiting for you to come back, but we're patient. Take your time. And as far as Ryan Garcia, the rematch goes, make that dude wait till he's clean for a while. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. We're interested in saying, and damn it, like I said at the top, we feel with you. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.